Alright, I'm clearing up some misunderstandings of the document because it seems that I've not made my point very clear. I am not advocating for any plugins, such as the one suggested by William, to bring about any of the changes I recommend. And that's because the primary goal of any server is to maintain a fun space for people to play in whichever way that may be. And I mean like, griefing and killing included. And unless the admins in here are perfectly level-headed, be honest, that's none of us, then any admins are bound to cause future problems given enough time. I argue that there should not be any admins on a server as small as this, as it is counterintuitive for a multitude of reasons, but the most important of which I will explain shortly. And of course the server owner is still an admin, because he owns the server, but they're still very much able to restrict themselves in order of admin privileges. So anyway, the usage of these tools in this server has led to a decline in the enjoyment as felt by many people. More often than not, when a relatively spicy situation occurs, like somebody X-raying, the primary response of an admin on the server is to immediately use the tools at their discretion to an unknown extent in the hopes of resolving this issue. This leads into a dangerous precedent, by which it's morally agreed upon that any malicious actions of a player may be promptly dealt with whatever means necessary, especially with administrative tools. Trusting that the admin will not use those tools in excessive amounts or unfairly. And this also creates a power imbalance in which the player feels powerless to the admin due to a fundamental separation of the respective roles, and the admin is omnipotent in regards to the player. The resulting tension results in a lack of fun for both of the parties, as not only does it break the immersion of playing in a vanilla survival world, but also chips away at the player's motivation in the event that any drastic measures such as confiscation of property or being killed are used. This is what I refer to as a hard punishment, which often has immediate and tangible effects. So how does one achieve any sort of order and peace with a population of very free and rambunctious individuals if this is not the right way to go about it? Well, instead of using hard punishments, use soft ones. A soft punishment is one that is enforceable, however, it is also one that does not create an unfair power dynamic. An example of this would be a set of agreements commonly decided upon to be the moral code. Should anyone violate these, the participants will handle the situation depending on the course of the severity of it. And so here is a rough draft of something like this that we could use on the server. Point number 1 is that nothing is bannable anymore, especially griefing, violence, etc. And to fix this, agreements should be established on the basis of what is and isn't allowed in the interactions between people. For example, no taking from other people's chests is allowed, and no griefing on other people's spaces is allowed. And should any of these rules be broken to a severe enough extent as voted on by the players, the perpetrator can be hunted down as punishment. Note that this is a very, very rough draft, and I would love to hear feedback on it, especially regarding specific examples of stuff that we should agree not to do.